Must be the new hire from HR.
Hi, I'm Selena.
Selena, oh yeah, they mentioned there was a new hire coming in today. What's she doing here? Maybe she's a designer.
Well, it's nice to meet you. I'm really excited to get started. Can you fill me in on how things work around here?
Well, I'm not sure about people like you who don't code, but us devs, we're having a stand-up over there. Catch ya.
What? Thinks I can't code? Oh, yeah, I'm a woman. Well, that's probably why he thinks I'm a designer then. He's a bit up himself as well, Michael Mansplainsky over there. Probably shouldn't judge a book by its cover, though.
My card for today, to-do list, delete functionality with... Huh? Is this a joke? Selena, are you a developer?
Oh, you don't look progressive enough to have me as your CTO, so I might as well cut some code, eh?
Oh, how are you? Whoa, yeah. Come and join us for stand-up.
Yeah, cool. Do you want to tell me a bit of background on the story?
Yeah. So we're doing delete functionality, and this is going to be some serious coding, not just some CSS, honey. Great point.
I didn't say anything.
All right, keep it that way. Let's go. I think I'm going to need Stack Overflow to help me out with this one.
Really? You guys use React, right? Sounds like you're just going to need a simple callback function to respond to your delete action. Shouldn't be that difficult. I messed up the line.
Yeah.
Maybe we can start with a bit of kickoff to get some background,
A kickoff. When Sam started, he wanted to make us agile and bring in story points, scrum things, all sorts of that. But, somebody like you, I think you would need a kickoff. So, we have a to-do list and we need delete functionality.
Why do we need it?
To delete the to-dos. Okay, I think we're kicked off. Let's go.
No, but hold on. Why do we need it? What's the point? Where's the business value?
Whoa, going a bit above your pay grade there. All you need to know is that this is a React app and we have a list of item components that need the ability for deletion. We're probably going to write a callback function. In the old days, they used to call them call after functions.
Don't you all just love a good spline?
Oh, all right. Come and join me at the machine. All right, we've got the code here, and we've got some tests over here, and we've got that's good. All right, what's that test not passing?
All right, cool. So we've got a failing test there.
Yeah, just open the editor.
Sure, yep.
Yeah, I reckon app test, yeah. Go down about line 39.
Ooh.
Yeah, just straight down.
Well,
you can see the line numbers on the side.
Hold on. Can I just have a look at the structure of the code first?
Yeah. Line 39, debugger statement. D-E-B.
Why?
Just type debugger.
Okay.
Yeah. Whoa, hang on a sec.
What?
I got it. Why would you put a debugger in here? Clearly, I've just closed the file that I should have had open. And my skills in this. Why would you put a debugger in here? See this? I think it's an order problem. You got to get your 1, 2, 3s before your ABCs. Look at that. It passed. Great pairing. Hey, let's just get this over here. Get dot. Git commit minus m. Did it. Oh, yeah. All right. Great pairing.
What is that your camera? Yeah. What is that?
Lol commits, baby. This is how we pair here.
What?
Yeah. All right. You've never used lol commits?
No.
There you go.
Oh my God, what the hell? Where are we at here? Coffee.
All right. Look, that was some great pairing. Let's go get a coffee.
Can you believe that he was recording me? What a creep! Oh, I had no idea. I feel a little bit uncomfortable now, to be honest.
How do you take your coffee?
Well, it's pretty hot here, so lots of ice.
Yeah, well, if a barista ever asks me, I say very, very seriously. It's only a joke.
Yeah, okay. Well, so how long have you been here at Aviato?
My time at Aviato. I was one of the first internal developers to be hired on this project.
Oh, so you must be really across the whole code base then.
Yep, pretty much. Well, apart from John, the CTO, who hired you.
Yeah, right, John. And he's known to be pretty big on TDD, right? So why was it that we started on this card with a failing test?
Oh, failing test-driven development. You seem to know a lot about it. Why don't you jump on the keys when we get back?
Yeah, okay, I'd love to.
Ooh, Jane's phone left unlocked. Goody. All right. Yeah, there we are.
All right, cool.
Yeah, keep going.
Yeah, okay, so yep. So I think what we want to do is we're going to want to write a new test. And if we have a look and see what's here already, we kind of have this describe block. It's already set up with a couple of items. And we've got this... and we've got this... this... What do you call it? You've distracted me so much.
I think it's an it block, not
we've-
CSS.
Yeah, sure. We've got this test that checks it marks an item as complete, and I think what we want to do is we're going to want to add a new test, and we kind of
No, don't do that.
Oh, okay. I won't do that. Well, it's going to, we want a pretty similar setup, so we could add a new describe block here, and
I wouldn't do that. No.
oh, okay. Well, look. I really think it's going to be very similar to the same setup we've already got, so we could probably just copy that.
Cut and paste programming. I wouldn't be doing that.
Look, let me just get my thought out, okay?
Yeah, I mean, keys, your hands on the keys. Yeah, you do it.
Yeah, cool. So it's going to be really similar, slightly different expectation, and what it's going to do, instead of marking an item as complete, it is going to delete an item when remove item is called. Right, something along those lines, yeah?
Look, I mean, I know it's your first date. Great try. But look, let's just understand how this code kind of goes, right? So what we're going to do here, we're writing a test. So we're going to have an it statement, okay? Inside of here, we're going to do deletes an item when remove item is called.
Isn't that kind of what I was just writing?
Look, if that's distracting you, I'll just comment that out, okay? Now we're going to pass that into a arrow function. You are across those, right? ES6, yeah? And then in there, just use that. We're just going to call that.
Right, so it's almost it's exactly kind of almost what I was going for, yeah?
Look, let's have a clean start so we can all understand what's going on here. We're just going to do that. And then, importantly, we're going to have to call the remove item function.
Remove item's a function, right?
That's what I said, remove item function.
Yeah, cool. So what does it do?
Removes the item.
Well, yeah, but I mean, how does it work? What does it do?
You can tell from the name of the function, it removes the item. It's a remove item function. You're passing the item and it removes it. That's what it does. You can see it clearly right there. That's what the function does. It removes the item. You get it, right? You get it. It's a remove item function. It removes the item. It removes by the name. You can see what it does. It's clearly right there.
yeah, I'm not quite getting it. I'd like, maybe I could see how it's defined. But anyway, whatever. Look, it might be easier to see in a different font.
A different font. Hey, I used to work with this guy, Brad. Brad, he had a different... What?
Oh my God, don't save that.
Why would you put that in an editor? Who would even think you're coding with spider webs? Oh, God. But 2005, wasn't that like when Monaco was all the rage? Everyone was on Monaco. Yeah, that looks good. No.
I guess I asked for this, didn't I? Can we run the test now?
Worrying about that. Yeah, it's not too bad.
Michael, can we run the test now?
Side.
Michael.
Yep.
Can we just run the test now?
Yeah.
I think that's good.
Yeah,
enough.
okay, cool.
Yeah.
So if we jump in and see our test, it's failing dismally. The code you wrote doesn't even compile, right? Like that, okay? Look at that. And there we got a delete item when remove item is called is meant to be deleted. Got it?
Yep. Okay. Should I take over now?
Yeah.
Cool. All right. So now that we have a test that,
Hey, look at
at
that.
least, what's that?
Look at that. Is that Khao Road?
What?
No. That's Soy Cowboy at the front of the Shadow Lady Boy Club. Have you ever been there?
No.
Neither have I. Hey, this is Jenny's phone. Let's take a photo.
What? Michael, that is so distracting.
Oh, Jenny's not going to be happy about that. That's her phone you threw across.
What?
This is my phone. Actually, you know what? Checking by the time. It's about time I did some fitness. I'm going to go for a quick lunch run and get some pad thai on the way back. I'll catch you soon.
Oh my God. I can't believe I just lost it like that. Something is really not right here. Oh, actually, I know what it is. No, it's not that. Oh my God. So, what do you listen to when you go running?
Oh, never the music, just podcasts on statically typed languages. But today, functional. Functional, that's the way to become a 10x developer. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. All right.
Do you want to kind of get back into the code?
Yeah, sure. Sounds good.
Maybe you drive.
Okay, I'll drive.
Do you want to run that test again?
Look, why don't we take a longer lunch break?
No, it's good. We've got to get our designated number of lines of code out today.
Look, if we take a longer lunch break, you've got a bit in your beard there.
Really?
You could go get cleaned up, finish your lunch. We could meet back here in 15 minutes.
Oh. Yeah, I think you're right. Let me go grab a shower. And yeah, I'll be back in a sec.
Hey, Jody. Hey. Yeah, no, first day's okay. It's not too bad. Well, actually, you wouldn't believe the guy that I have to code with today. He must be the world's biggest keyboard hog. And honestly, you should hear this guy explaining callback functions to me. Eh? Yeah. No, he's not my type. Like, he came back from his run, dripping sweat all over me. He had, noodles in his beard. Oh, it was so gross. And do you know what? It's perfect timing. Mr. Noodle's on his way back now to tell me how to hang up the phone. Look, I better go, but would you just check and see if my old job's still open, just in case? Oh, awesome. Okay, thank you so much. Bye.
Hey, look, I've thought about it. Me coming back here straight after my run, sweaty, with lycra clothes and everything, pad thai through my beard. I mean, that must have made you feel really, really uncomfortable. Sorry about that.
Oh, wow. Thanks for acknowledging that. Should we try and write that test now?
Yeah. That's where it is. You go.
Cool. So what we're actually missing here, we still need to have some kind of an expectation. So we'll chuck that in there and...
Run the test.
Yeah. So we do want that to like delete to-dos. And if we run that test, we can see... Are you going to cut your toenails next?
No, Selena, there's a line. I wouldn't step over the line. Whoa! You see the notification? It's cake time. See you at the lunchroom.
Oh my God, this guy is so hard to work with. There is a new distraction every 2 minutes. And he's disgusting. Have any of you ever worked with someone who's cut their nails at the pairing desk? Yeah, I literally have. Even when you're remote, you can actually hear it through the microphone. So just a warning, guys. I suppose he did apologise for sweating on me, but still, he clearly has very, very little consideration for others. I bet he's one of those guys who lives in his mother's basement playing video games, out watching girls fight on the weekend.
New girls got lucky, paired up with me. I know more than anyone about the code base and the architecture of this project. Going to help her around. But why am I feeling like I'm having like a pissing contest with her? Why am I being so competitive? I mean, after all, John did hire her, and I don't even know if I'd get hired at this company at the moment. And he said, she certainly has good ideas and a clear understanding of test-driven development and everything else. Maybe if I tried a little bit harder, I could actually learn something from her. Maybe if only I made a little bit more effort. Hey, here you go. Cake's pretty good. Actually reminds me of the cake I had on Saturday when I picked up my son from one of his friend's birthday parties.
Oh, you have a son?
Yeah, I got 4 kids.
4 kids? You must be so busy. I bet you don't have much time for coding outside of work.
Yeah, pretty busy, but, managed to squeeze in a hobby project or 2 on the side every so often.
Oh, yeah? You working on anything interesting at the moment?
Yeah, I'm working with the ABA.
ABA? Is that a framework?
Oh, framework. No, ABA. It's the Australian Breastfeeding Association. My wife used to be a practitioner there. Yep, doing volunteer work on their website.
Really? I didn't expect that of you. That sounds great.
Yeah, so you're having a pretty cruisy first day.
It's been a little bit harder to get started than I thought it would be.
Yeah, the architecture on this project's pretty evolved.
No, it's not that. It's just, even at a high level, it doesn't seem like anyone can explain to me the purpose of what we're trying to do here.
No, maybe it hasn't been as clear as I thought it was. When we go back, maybe I should draw you up what we're doing on the whiteboard and see if I can give you a better run through.
Good idea. Let's get back into the code. What?
Oh, it's not what you think. No, that's a good friend of mine. She's a professional kickboxer. I was just compiling some videos for her.
Really? And skipping lines. That's cool. But that's cool too. She looks pretty badass. Did she win that fight?
We can talk about that later on at the bar. All right. So, you know what? We probably should have started with a whiteboard overview of the problem we're trying to solve right at the beginning. So, as you can see here, we have a component structure for our to-do list, and this is the way it's implemented. So we have an app component, which renders a new item form, where you're going to add your to-dos, and a list of items.
Right, and we want to be able to delete an item, so there's probably going to be some kind of delete button on the component.
Correct. However, it's the app component whose responsibility it is to tell the item list which items to render.
Ah, right. And so we're going to need a new function to add a function to the app component, which gets triggered when we call the delete button.
Precisely.
And in order to call it, we'll have to pass a reference to that function down to the item component.
I think we're on the same page now. You know what? When we start coding, I reckon we should try some ping pong for a bit.
Ping pong? A ping pong show? That doesn't seem appropriate for the workday.
No. Ping pong pair programming, where one person writes the test, the other one writes the implementation, and then we swap. We ping pong.
Oh, okay. Well, that sounds like a good way to stay focused. Let's give it a go.
Cool. So we have our failing test here. Hang on a sec. You can hardly even see the screen. Look, I've got another keyboard here. Let's give you that. And let's put the screen a little bit more in between us so we can both see what we're doing. And then that way we can both contribute equally to solving the problem.
Yeah, that's much better. Do you think we could put the font up a little bit as well?
Yeah. Do you want me to change the font
No.
as well?
No.
No, you're happy with that one. Okay. Cool. Good call.
All right, cool. So if we go back to that failing test.
Yeah, so we have a failing test because it's not finding the function because you're not passing it through. So given I wrote that test, I'll get you to implement it.
Yeah, cool. I might just get rid of that nail.
Yeah. That's disgusting.
Who does that? Cool. So in the code here, we've got that failing test. So if we just jump over to the app, in here we can see, oh look, there's a function remove item. That's what it does.
Oh, you actually wanted to see the implementation. Right. Should have been a bit more forgiving for that.
Yeah, cool. Okay, and so down here we can see we're rendering a list with items, and what we want to do is we want to pass that a remove item function, and if we run that test again now, it's passing.
Woo! I think we're ready to commit. Let's ship it.
Well, hold on. Before we get too excited in our perfect code, let's jump into the browser and see if it really does what we expect. So if I jump into the browser, we've got obviously here our list of items. What do we want to do? We want to get a beer, and we want to get a pad thai, and I don't drink personally, so I might delete that one. But there's actually no delete button.
Oh, right. So we've written the test, but we haven't actually written all the tests yet.
Correct. So if we just, still on the ping pong, I'll write the next test. Jump back into the editor. This is a concern of the item, and we can see here in the item test, when there is an item, we can check the checkbox and call toggle complete. We're going to do something, again, really similar. Cut and paste is your best friend. This is going to call remove item when probably some kind of button.
Yeah, button. I think that's a good idea.
Is clicked. So on the wrapper, what we're going to do is we're going to find a button element. We're going to simulate the click, and we're going to use our mock remove item method, which has been pre-written for us. And if we jump into the terminal now, should get a new failure. Cool, we couldn't actually find a button to click on. So.
Right, and that's what you showed us in the browser. So maybe now we'll swap across to me.
Yeah.
Right, so on the ping pong side, I'll go in here and go, okay, so we need a button. So if I go into my JSX component and in here we can throw in a button. And maybe we can just see what that does, because before it couldn't even find the button, but now do we get a different failure? Oh, we do. It found something because it clicked it, but it hasn't called that expected method at the end. So I can now do a onCall equals, and it's remove item, right?
I think you want that to be a fat arrow function. You're across those, right?
Oh, yes, 6, yeah, right. So on click, and that, oh, why did I even put that as a string? You know, sometimes you get a bit nervous in front of other people. ID, and you said arrow function, so we'll throw that in there. You reckon that looks good? Always
Not
best
too
way.
fast.
Oh, there you go.
Nice.
Let's commit now.
Well, do you want to just check in the browser to see
Right.
it
Yep.
does work?
Good reminder. So you didn't want beer?
No.
Look at that. We've got a button.
Woo!
And we've got remove item working. Hey, look, this is great. Let's do a commit now. Are you good if we did a lol commit again?
Oh, thanks for asking. Yeah, I'd love to.
All right, that was some awesome pairing. 10x, you're pairing! Woo! Yeah, high five.
Nice. 5 minutes left.
Yeah, perfect.
Woo! Exciting.
Woo! What a day. Checking the time, it's probably just enough time before the end of the day for a quick retro. What do you think went well today?
I think that last piece of ping pong pairing was a huge success. We smashed that feature out in no time. Just call us Team Ship It.
Yeah, I agree. And stepping back to draw it up all on a whiteboard really helped to get both of us on the same page.
There were a few things that didn't go so well, though.
Yeah, actually, when I think about it, there were 1 or 2 distractions throughout the day.
1 or 2. I can recall a lot more than 1 or 2. You playing on your phone, switching up the fonts every 5 minutes. Oh, and not to mention clipping your nails at the desk.
Yeah, you're right. Maybe I should have left that at home. You seemed really distracted when I came back from my run too.
You were dripping sweat and pad thai all over me. I think it was definitely much more productive to take a longer lunch break in that case.
Yeah, well, it did work out for us in the end, but maybe next time we pair, if we had some sort of guideline to help us get started, then we'd be effective sooner.
Right, and the first thing would probably be to sort out ergonomics. So once we both had equal access to the machine, it was much easier for us to both contribute.
Yeah, that's right, and that's a great starting point. Another one might be just to eliminate all distractions from the beginning.
Yep, and if we take regular breaks, then there's still plenty of opportunity for things like, social media, tea breaks, snacks, personal hygiene, outside of core pairing time.
Right, and lastly, regardless of how small or simple the work seems to be, talking through it and coming up with a plan early on means we can both focus on coming up with an improved design.
And most importantly, we have an opportunity to both contribute our ideas and 10x our pairing.
You don't need much to get started, just a few simple guidelines and an open mind. I hope you've enjoyed our presentation today. We have been Selena Small and Michael Milewski. Thank you very much. And 10x your pairing!